It was great to connect with various entrepreneurs and discuss about job descriptions. It's always essential that, any applicant is able to, focus on not only the skills, the essential skills that are required in the job, so which are the technical skills, the people related skills, but also look at additional requirements. For example, I look at a lot of freelancers and I work with a lot of freelancing companies, but this is not something which I do month on month. But, suppose I'm hiring permanent full time employees. The kind of checks that you need to do is to basically look in terms of their knowledge, skills, attitude, and then their possible additional requirements. One critical area is that if somebody wants to get into accounting, they should volunteer for a role in accounting. If they want to get into public service, they need to volunteer for a role in public service. It's essential to do a vulnerable sector check. So, a vulnerable sector check includes that they must be referred by a non-profit organization. They should be able to look at, working with children, seniors, people with disabilities. This is a vulnerable sector check that can be purchased at $20, but it basically essentially shows the level of attitude and the mindset somebody has to work with children, seniors, people with disabilities. So, if somebody is on a ramp and they are walking in a wheelchair, it's always good to make room for those people with in a wheelchair so that they are not getting like they're not getting cut off. It's also good to listen into children and be able to engage with children in a more sort of authentic way. And it's also good to kind of communicate so that they are able to engage with seniors, irrespective of what their situation is. That is an essential possible additional requirements that are there when companies need to work with large groups of people. The other requirement is in terms of a criminal police check. So a lot of students need to be basically focused in terms of their ability to handle money. If they have, got student loans, it's also good to kind of have that relationship with the college, as well as have their relationship with their guardians back home, in terms of how they are handling money and what are the steps that they are taking in terms of doing, social impact investing. So if they have like a student loan, what are they giving it to? Where is that money going? Is it that, with that student loan, is going for the right reasons or it's going for the wrong reasons? So that's the criminal police check needs to be done. Always essential that students who have got a high value of loan, they must not give their phone details and other details to people who do not have any idea of them, and they need to protect their privacy and security really well. So if somebody asks them for a call and if one does not know who that person is, it's always better to kind of not communicate over phone calls, and always better to ignore those calls, because sometimes those calls are from anonymous users who do not have any relationship, but they are calling just because they are trying to scam. The other criminal police check is around driving. In order to, like, a lot of food delivery agents, or a lot of logistics and shipping agents have to qualify on their driving skills and be able to kind of drive. So obviously, if they have to go to multiple sites, it is good that they have the driving skills to be able to clear the criminal police check. Also, usually, the additional requirements entails that there are many applicants who are really private, so you wouldn't see them on any public social media, you wouldn't see them in any of those public networks, and they are completely anonymous and private, and they do not really engage with media, they don't talk on phone, they don't have a presence on email or any of those activities. So obviously those people are nobody, and those people really are a private information that entails them to be part of the criminal police check. So, and that kind of a record is available at specified police stations or online. So it is always essential that, obviously now with COVID things have become like a little different and things are disrupted, but the steps are still the same. So obviously for volunteers, for people who are volunteering in accounting, sales, marketing, or in news media, they have to have that level of readiness and empathy to handle the vulnerable sector. And there's a lot of private data of people who probably need to be focused in terms of how they handle money, what are their driving skills, and that information can be accessible at specified police stations online. So these are the two components of background check that is essential to qualify for a job.